Kind of excited. I'm going to be wrapping up a few little items here. One of them being taillights. So I had the assemblies here, and I did not have lenses. I have found one lens in the backyard, but only one, and that doesn't do me any good. So I found them on Amazon for a pair for 105 bucks, and that is in the budget because we need lighting. So here we go. We're going to start with taillights, and then we're moving on to other cool things. Picked up these, like I said, from Amazon. And we're going to open them up right now and see what they look like. I should have brought the one down from the backyard so I could make a comparison, but original versus repop, who knows. But you know what? That's not bad at all. So that is the passenger side. It looks good. I don't know how long they're going to last. I don't know if they're very UV protected or if there's years and years in them, but yeah, there we go. That's the driver's side. I'm going to try and fit them in there now. Ah, nice. Winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Let's do the other side. Now that makes me happy. And since I had to go in and fix the driver's window, change it out because it's smashed out anyway, pulling out all the like rotted and damaged weather stripping was not going to be an option without having anything to put back in. So I opted to buy the weather stripping kit, and I'm going to install it in both doors. I already stripped out the driver's door, and I swapped out the door lock from that one from the 83, which, as I said, is keyed for the ignition switch now. So I still got to do the passenger side. But I ran into a snag on the driver's window. Let me show you here. This is the driver's window regulator, and as you can see, it's got these teeth come all the way around, and this is the window winder thingy. Here are 1, 2, 3 teeth and a half that are ground off. So I think what happened is this window was seized and somebody really tried to open it because this is closed off at the top of the window sweep. And I don't have, I tried pulling out other regulators from other trucks, which they're riveted in. That doesn't bother me any. Quick with the flat disc on the grinder and away we go. But I don't have the same window regulator. And the other ones are designed a little bit differently, and they mount differently, as well as have a different ratio for winding. Long story short, I'm going to fix this one. And how am I going to fix it? I am going to weld this area up between these two, and I am going to grind and gouge in new teeth. And when I'm close to having those done right with the grinder, then I'm going to go in with my file and file the teeth in with the welded metal. Is it going to be joyful? And no. Am I going to do it? Yes. Well, here we have it. This is what I expected I would do. Up close for you. I raised up past the height of the teeth. Then I can come along and shave it down level to the teeth in a curve, and then I have to cut 3 teeth in there. It doesn't look like 3, it looks like more, but it's actually 1, 2, 3. If you measure out the distance of 3 here, it'll be 3 there. Okay, nice and flush with the thickness of the steel. Now to grind the curve into it. I'm happy with that. That looks all right to me. Now I gotta switch blades and get a cutting disc. I mean, the idea is pretty simple. I'm gonna come in and notch it and then work it this way. And notch the next one and work it this way. And hopefully I space them out properly. I've never done this before. First try, not good. First one went good, second one's a little too thick, and I'm cutting away from the back side of it from strength. And these guys, I don't know what happened with those, so I'm gonna have to re-weld them up and go again. Alright, so it is not pretty, and I couldn't find my triangle file, of course, in my amazingly organized garage. But, believe it or not, these teeth right here, they work. I can rotate the regulator the whole way through its full sweep, and it goes forwards and backwards. There's one little burr, but I think that's going to wear in time, and I have a fully functioning window regulator again. Thank goodness. Now I can put this in and start assembling that door. Okay, first up, a little bit of fluid film in the window tracking up here. And then I'm going to fluid film this guy. I already lubed it and got the roller spinning, but a little bit of extra lube will make everything glide really nicely. Throw some in the pivot. It's these little steps along the way that'll really make for a good job overall. Alright, with the regulator in, there is one wheel that goes into a slider that's right here. Then we take our regulator, put it up in the hole. Now I have 1, 2, 3 quarter-inch holes. I'll go get some bolts and snug it all together. I'm going to install this weather stripping. Now there's a cutaway on this end, and that's important. The other end is straight cut. The straight cut end goes down to the bottom. This cutaway goes to the top because it fits together with how the glass channel is chamfered. There we have it. It is in place. Now it may not look fully even all the way. Don't stress about that, because when you get the glass into it, that's when it'll start taking its proper shape anyway. Behold, spider webs. Good Lord. They're everywhere. Now at the same time, we are going to feed the channel into the glass, the new weather strip channel. We're going to try to anyway. That's my problem. Channel rod for the quarter window caught on the mount for the bottom of the quarter window on the door. There we are. Now the weather strip. What? Oh, I see. Problems. Problem solved. Alright, now with this in place, I can run the glass channel strip all the way around and down. Alright, that part ended up being painful. And it's not perfect either. My work on the regulator was so-so. A little hitch in it. But once I tighten the quarter window back in place, it's going to be about as good as it's going to get for an old truck. And I'm pretty happy. Mixed results. I just got my door whiskers in place and they fit really nice. Hold the glass tight, nothing rattles, it's really good. But they held the glass so tight that the tracking moved at the base of the glass, and then the wheels popped out of the tracks. I need to get another piece of glass. Right down here, this track, it pinches onto this rubber which holds the window. I can slide it back and then I can slide it forwards. And I don't believe it's for the right window anyway, so I have a 79 up there. I will get the glass out of it. That video last night was getting frustrating for me. The door window wasn't playing ball, so I stripped everything apart. I put another window in it from the backyard today when I got home from work. And all I have left to do is get the window in the track properly, and then put the door whiskers back in place, and that will take care of that. Hopefully. It's been a bit of a chore, but I think I got it figured out, so we're okay. But up next, I have pulled the carburetor off the truck, because I know it had some plug passages the way it was operating. Also, I found out possibly a sunk float. It's got the dense foam float. Let me see it now. It feels heavier than it should, and normally that means that it is that it's sunk. It's permeated with fuel. But there's all my carburetor pieces, and like I had said, I didn't want to pull the carburetor apart until I had the gaskets, and this is why. This gasket came apart like in pieces. The carburetor disassembled well, but it came apart in pieces. But this brings me to my my Christmas present that I haven't even used yet. I've already gotten paint overspray on it, but I haven't used it yet. I have a ultrasonic cleaner. Crewworks is the brand. This guy was given to me for Christmas this past year, and I have not had the opportunity to use it. But it is working like a charm, and it's quiet. I've heard some ultrasonic cleaners that are super loud. This thing's pretty sweet. So good on the Crewworks one, and it's large. It's 25 or 30 liter capacity, I think. Can't remember. Whew. That smells like pine sol. This is exactly what I'm using. I had really good luck cleaning up a carburetor I used on the Fargo with that stuff, and that was just soaking it. I didn't boil it, I didn't anything, I just soaked it. So I'm going to pull this out, and we're going to take a quick look at it and see how it's shaping up. Oh, I can already tell you I've got some massively good look to the carburetor. The guck is just falling off. Let's check out this gasket here. Oh yeah, I can actually move the gasket now. Nice. Oh yeah, that was petrified on there before. Oh yeah, it's rubbing off. My fingers are dirty, so that doesn't help. But it is rubbing off the carbon. Oh yeah. Oh, this is nice. This is nice, I must say. Alright, I'm gonna flip this stuff over. Oh, take a look inside. Yeah, there's the bowl. You see the junk on the end there. I'm gonna put it on like this, if I can. Flip him over. Yeah, some more gooey junk out of it. Alright, back in it goes. There, lid's back on. I'm gonna hook that guy up for another 30 minutes. Like, that's it. That's as noisy as it gets right now. Pretty darn tootin' good. Pretty cool. Anyway, that's carburetor. That's being cleaned up, and hopefully I'll have all the parts out tonight, rinsed off and blown down, maybe reassembled, we'll see. I am back on driver's door. So had some success with the driver's door. Some success. You can see here where the window is poked up over the glass, that little bit there. That's gonna have to stay that way. The regulator, the what was happening was once I got the door whiskers in place, the regulator with the window up at the top, it would pull. The window didn't want to move, and it would pull the basically the wheels from the regulator mechanism out of the window track every single time. No matter what way I tried to adjust things, move things, tweak things, lube things, wouldn't do it. So I got tired of that. I grabbed the regulator that didn't fit and I made it fit. So here are the old screw holes for the old regulator, and here are the new mount holes for the new regulator, which now window goes up, seals up nice, looks good. Window goes down and window stays where it's supposed to be. So having the glass up there is going to bug me a little bit, but it's a small concession to actually having this working correctly. And in case you're wondering, the whole glass sticking up and the regulator, I don't know why, because this glass and this regulator are from the same door. They're a matched set. So and it is a door from a 79. This being a 78, you could take a 79's door and bolt it on a 78, or vice versa. I don't know why, but I'm not going to question it anymore. But now that brings us to I am having issues with the passenger side as well. The regulator's gacked on that one. I'm going to have to do something similar and just move on in life with that. But here we are with the carburetor. So the carburetor is all cleaned out. It's all, every passage is blown out of every section of the body of this carburetor. And all the parts here have been gone through and checked and cleaned. And I have my carburetor gasket kit, but I believe my float, I believe this guy is what do you call it when you got a sunk float? It's permeated with fuel, basically. It feels too heavy. I don't think it's proper. I might put it in a bit of gasoline, see if it floats or not. But it should like float like nearly on top of the gas, to be honest. Halfway kind of deal, if I remember correctly. But if it floats under the gasoline, then it's no good. And it feels heavy. So I'm actually, just for cheap insurance, I'm going to get a new float anyway. And once I get the new float, I will reassemble the carburetor with the old Hythe gasket kit and make everything happen happily. I have got my new carburetor float. And if we match it up to the old one, oh, I can feel a weight difference. Oh yeah, it's heavy. That's a good start. And it appears to be identical. So our old permeated float can go over there, and our new one can go over here. carburetor's back on. I've got one vacuum line I'm not sure of. I'm going to leave it open and see if there's any adverse effects. If it creates a vacuum leak, then I'll plug it off. But I'm going to start cranking the engine to get some fuel into the bowl again. And let's see if she'll light up for us. Say we take it for a drive. Kickdown works in the transmission. Got a little squirrely back in back end of the truck. Gotta love gravel to make you feel fast. Good. It's not rattling around like an old truck. I gotta say, I am pretty dang tootin' happy. Sad about the windshield, but we'll fix that later. Looks like the Speedo's doing its own weird thing. Oh no, it's working. It's just the needle's up there and I don't know. That's going to take some getting used to, but the Speedo works. Signal light indicator works too. Oh, brakes are going to take a bit of getting used to. They are ready right now. Super cool. and I pressure washed the doors with citrus degreaser on them, the panels, and they came out pretty good. There's a couple little blemishes, but you can actually see the graininess, and that graininess is literally from the panels being deteriorated by the sun and no care for the last 25 years out in the weather. The passenger side door, that turned into another fiasco. I went out to the backyard, same 79 Dodge that I pulled the driver's side window regulator and window out of. I pulled them out of the passenger side, and the passenger side door, anyway, and the passenger side door, the window was going up and down beautifully after I lubed everything, got all the rollers free. And then when I put all the weather stripping and all that jazz back in, and the window door panel, now it comes down funky, and you got to help it. And I've given up on that. It's closed right now. If I need to open it, I will help it open, or one of my friends needs to open it or not. They will learn how to open and close the window, and eventually it might smooth out, to be honest. I'm not freaked out by it. It's probably going to be okay. But other than that, the interior is complete. It's a bit of a mess right now. I've got tools and whatnot sitting in there. But interior is complete. Windows are done. The doors open and close. All the lights work, except license plate lights. I got to buy a new license plate light bulb, but. And the engine runs good now. Now let's see, it's been sitting here for a minute or two. I want to give it a hot start because that was always an issue as well. But boy, it sure leapt to life really nicely, didn't it? Alright, cranking with no pump. Hey! If that's not a win, I don't know what is. Alright. Alright guys, I do have a little bit of mixture screw adjustment to do. And I'm going to check the timing, that kind of jazz, but that's all minor things. But this truck, I am certifying it ready for the road. That's going to do it for this video, and stay tuned for our next one. We're going to take it on a little tour and see some sights with it, maybe. Local sights, but still some sights. And I hope you guys will follow along and stay tuned in. Anyway, I'm Dave from Dave's Glory Shop Works. And we'll see you on the next one.